Hey everybody, it's Pete. Good morning. Welcome to a new episode of today's best stock picks. It's Friday afternoon, January 29th, 2021. Yesterday was a little bit of a weird day. We had a really good comeback in the market after the heavy selling, after the FOMC announcement. Some earnings came out that were pretty good, but all during the day yesterday, especially if you were in the boot camp with us, I kept repeating over and over and over again, I'm not sure the selling is done yet. There was a little bit of excitement that we had big selling, came back the next day. A lot of stocks, and especially the market, found a bottom early and just consistently rallied throughout the day. A few stocks, though, went parabolic. And even though they didn't pull back to stop us out on a trailing stop, some of them hit some really big levels. DJ, one of the members of our community, had RAD, which I didn't have. That was a great call by him. It hit this level where you start to need to put things in context. And that's really that's the biggest thing I want to discuss today. Sometimes a pullback is more than a pullback. It's a pullback. And when the SPY hit all-time highs, then the following day, gapped lower, traded lower, had the FOMC come out and push down again. It was more than just we went down yesterday. There was something different about it. And all day long yesterday, members of the community, especially newer members, were asking, why am I not trading as aggressively? And really my answer was, I don't think the selling's done yet. And we're starting to see that now this morning where the futures are opening up much bigger to the downside. And today I'll be looking to initiate some swing trades in opportunities that I like, because now I kind of feel like we flushed down a little bit. This is the second day down, which if you really put it in context, just amazing that we basically went up for most of January, and in one day, from all-time highs to wiping out the entire 3 weeks of profits. And now we're actually opening up lower again today, which also brings up a big thing, which means respect risk. We talk about it every single day, respect risk, which, by the way, we did a video today on stock trading for beginners, how to calculate the right share size. I'll post the link over here, and you definitely want to check that one out. And you can actually download the spreadsheet as well. So the point that I want to get across today is context. Every pullback's not the same. Every rally is not the same. Some of them you should be waiting for them to pause and then make another move. Some of them you should be looking to exit when the stock goes parabolic. And I'll show you what I mean by that good trade that DJ had. So this is what we're looking at right now. So in conjunction with that spreadsheet and taking into consideration the current price action, this is where, as a professional trader, or even as a part-time trader, somebody doing it as a side gig, this is where you really need to learn how to adjust your share size, lower it when the opportunities are a little bit tougher, and increase it when the opportunities are, everything's lining up. The market, the internals, the industry groups, different sectors, those are the ones you trade a little bit bigger. Maybe increase the percentage that you risk per trade from 2% to 3% when everything lines up. Now we're actually going in the opposite direction, and we're preserving capital into the end of the month, because the circumstances are a little bit different. I am looking to initiate some swing trades that I had a lot of people yesterday in the community. Now, can I do it now? Can I do it now? And I'm like, look, I'm not doing it now. I don't feel like the selling's done yet. That's bearing fruit right now. So the stronger stocks that we've been looking at for the last week or so that have now pulled back, if today is the end of this pullback coming off all-time highs, today I'm going to start looking to initiate some swing trades and get some really good prices as well. So we're going to head on over to the charts. Have roughly about 8 or 9 stocks we're going to look at today. If you find these videos helpful, definitely click down and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And if you have questions about the stocks that we talk about, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So let's head on over to the charts. And we're going to actually start out looking at that trade of RAD. So if you get an idea, we'll go to the 15-minute chart. First of all, excellent call by DJ, called it out. This is where we were yesterday. And as we were up towards 32, the comment that I had made was, if you look at the stock here starting in January, it hasn't pulled back for the entire month. And then the last 2 days, including yesterday, so here is Wednesday, and then here's Thursday, it went what we call parabolic, where you start to expand volume. You expand the trading range from the low to the high. You get these big, giant green candles. When parabolic moves like that happen without a pullback, generally speaking, that's the profit. That's a situation where you want to be selling into that kind of momentum after a really good move. And you can see the stock actually doubled in January. So at some point you have to say this is pretty good. Now, some other opportunities, you let the stock fluctuate, you let it pause a little bit and pull back. But again, context is the word of the day today. A parabolic move like that usually means it's the end of that order that pushed it in that direction. In the community, we call it exhaustion. So again, you can see the stock traded up to 32.50, $5 lower into the close. That's a lot of shekels to not have in your pocket because of recognizing the correct circumstance when you sell into momentum versus the correct circumstances when you look to push up, pause, and then you look for the next move. This is one of those situations to sell into momentum. NVAX, probably the stock of the morning today. You can see here a very tight trading range. And if we zoom out a little bit more, 190 area is the next level. Some of these stocks have been getting a little bit better price action, a more consistent price action. This wasn't one of them, but really good news came out overnight. And now you can see the stock is actually up 36%. It's actually trading up here in the 180s. Not the day to be starting a new swing trade. Absolutely the day to be actively day trading the stock. Read the tape, use your tape reading criteria, make sure you're on top of intraday order flow. Should be able to get some great opportunities here. If we pause for a day or two after this gap up, then you have a better spot to manage risk looking for a new swing trade. But there is really good news out on the stock today, so you can take a look at that. I'll actually leave the link to the news below today's video. Following up with that, obviously, you want to take a look at some other stocks in the same area. So Moderna has actually been rallying prior to this, not rallying. So the money is going to be shifting. The smart money, the deep pocket, shifting from, okay, Moderna over the last couple of weeks. NVAX now has good opportunity. So today, NVAX day trading opportunity. I am looking for what we call the bullish echo in Moderna today, but I'm not looking to swing trade it. The two reasons I'm not looking to swing trade. Number one is it's well after the optimal entry. You can see the optimal entry highlighted here. We're into the last place. Sellers did something significant. And this is a really subtle clue on how to read the tape. Last 2 days pushed higher and failed, pushed higher and failed. So I like the long. I don't like the long aggressively. And aggressively means I'm not holding overnight for all of those reasons, but I will be watching it to day trade today because of the sympathy along with Moderna. DD, interesting. We've liked this stock for a while now. It really caught our attention on this breakout with good volume. Yesterday, digging a little bit deeper, you can see volume is still looking good, and the stock's actually up $3 higher today. So now we're looking for a new swing trade here to make new highs. The solar sector cooled off a bit, but this stock has been the leader of the pack for the month of January, looking to see some follow through here again, SPWR. I really like the strong close yesterday. Super price action for me in the way I look at things. We had consolidation for 2 days. We had a really good solid bullish U-turn yesterday, looking for follow through today. Two stocks that keep benefiting from news and hitting, actually Penn hitting all-time highs or pretty darn close to it, looking for follow through there as well. Lower opening today. The stock is one that you really need to watch before you start to trade it. Struggling at this 106, 107 level, but news comes out and that stock pops. Keeping an eye on that. Actually, General Motors actually is yesterday too had some good news. Trading slightly below the buy stop we had in there. All electric was the announcement by 2035. The stock was reacting very quickly yesterday. So we're going to stick to our stop. We get stopped out, no big deal. Next, we're going to talk about DraftKings in context for, DKNG. In context of the breakout level that's been having a really hard time getting through, which is 55. Finally got above that level. Again, everybody asking me yesterday, now, no, not yet. I want to see it close. Today, I'm going to look for a new entry and then look for this stock to punch through to new all-time highs. Snap is an interesting one. It's on my radar for a potential breakout. I have the alert set for 55. I want to see it get above this level. Right now, that's the right price. Earnings were good. Stock bounced. Was very tradable for about a month and a half, and now it's kind of stuck. But that doesn't mean it should be off of your radar. Keep it in there, set the alert, have it 55, and it gets up to 55. We'll take a look at it again. CGC in the marijuana industry right now, trading the best. We're getting the cleanest follow through. Not a day for a new swing trade, because now you can see it's actually 4 days after the optimal entry. So now we're looking to do, again, looking for a bullish echo, looking for day trades in the stock, looking for it to pause, maybe Monday or Tuesday, and then initiate a new swing trade. We can definitely be day trading it today. And BNTX has a really good, clean, slow grinding move higher with some room to go into 128. Getting some questions, obviously, about Apple and Microsoft and a lot of these tech stocks that had some good earnings. I like both of them. I want to be clear about that. And I'm really starting to like Apple on this pullback. It's opening a little bit lower again this morning. Again, today I'm looking for the buyers to step back in. If they do, I'll start building a position. If they don't, just leave it alone because I'm not getting the price that I want. So context is everything. We discussed quite a bit yesterday. Yeah, we're bouncing, but the market is still absorbing a lot of news from yesterday and even a little bit of profit taking from all-time highs. So it's just a natural function of the market. We'll see what happens today. I like the long today on today's lower opening. So we're going to open lower, push lower. I'm looking for signs of buyers to come in. I'm learning to read the tape intraday. And as the tape unfolds, we might get some really good entries, even though they're pushing a little bit lower. We'll work a little bit less share size on the initial entry. If it continues down and our entry signals don't hold, take a small loss, no big deal. If they do hold, then we start to see signs of deep pockets coming back in and smart money getting involved. We'll start to look for places to add to those positions. All right. Have a great day. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below about any of these stocks. And please subscribe to the channel. That would be awesome. Have a great day.